Yeah, I don't believe in destiny.
Yo, what's going on, guys? NG Fenris here, and today what we are going to be doing is, as you can see, there is a gameplay basically taking up the entire screen. Now, this is because I needed to show you guys something. Now, I understand this isn't actually like a very big area compared to the rest of the screen, but you know, I'm just doing this just because I wanted to show you guys something. Now, sadly, there was another gameplay lined up that was meant to be in place of this, but due to Call of Duty being a massive cunt and taking away DLC and the ability to record DLC in theatre, I can't check that gameplay. I can't record it, I can't look at it, unless I buy the DLC, and I'm telling you right now, I'm not buying the fucking DLC. I only like one map on it, so not happening. Anyway, but let's just carry on. So I understand this gameplay isn't the best, but just bear with me for a moment, guys. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I got a new controller. Now, what I initially rocked is this, a standard grey and green Microsoft Xbox One controller. No modification, nothing, just an average controller. I do rock the Venom rechargeable battery pack, just because of the fact that it comes with two, so it's actually quite good. It takes very little to no time to charge, and because of the fact that it comes with two, all you gotta do is play with one, charge the other, and then swap, and then you can just do that continuously, so you never have to use batteries again, basically. Or if you want, you just have a day off Xbox, charge both of them, and then you're done. Now, I'm very interested in the realm of pub stomping, hence me joining NG. Now, as a pub stomper then, Jesus Christ. As a person that wants to be a pub stomper, I understand that most of the people that are decent at this game, it is because of one specific thing. And I'm not talking about gun skill, I'm not talking about the ability to post, I'm not talking about the ability to flip and maintain accuracy, I'm talking about a controller, I'm talking about hardware. And so basically, I decided, you know what, I want a scuff controller. And then I'm like, hang on, those bastards are 100 quid. I'm not doing that. I'm not dropping a 100 bomb on a flipping controller on a piece of plastic, essentially. So what I did get instead is this. This is the POWERA Nebula controller. This is third party. This is not directly linked with Microsoft. See, they're pretty similar. Not much of a difference, to be honest. I bet you if I were to show someone these, they would not be able to tell the difference. So on the front, it looks basically, other than maybe like the little organza effect that you get, in real life you can see it a lot more. It sort of like goes from a blue to a purple, which I really love. So from the front, you can tell, do you know what, it's an Xbox One controller, but then you look at the back, can you guys see them? Three extra buttons. Now what are these? These are extra buttons. They are essentially paddles. Now, basically what you do is all you gotta do is you gotta hold down this button right here, click any one of these buttons that you would like to map, and then you assign it to one of the two buttons at the back. For example, what I did was I held this down, it started blinking on the light that's on the front here, I clicked A, and then I mapped it to this one. So that's essentially what it is. So now when I do that, it's essentially me clicking A without having to take my finger off the right thumbstick. This is why people have scuff. Literally, just so that instead of having to take your finger off this to click that, which can be slow, and you know, obviously you can do it quite fast, but yeah, it's not ideal. So instead, just do that. Look at that. I could spam that while still moving that. Like I don't have to worry about it at all. Now, as I said, this gameplay is definitely not perfect. It is a little bit laggy. Which is why sort of like some of my shots are like not as on point, or like it just feels like I'm turning really slow, or it just feels like I'm moving around really slow, or turning especially. But that's just lag. Something's going on with my theatre mode recently, and I don't know, just bear with me, to be honest. So this is, as I mentioned, this is from POWERA. I tried to look at their online website, and I don't know whether it's because I'm in the UK, but it is an American store. And they didn't have any in stock. They didn't have any controllers at all of these ones. They do have mini ones, which are basically these but smaller, and sort of like there's less space here, and these are thinner, like the side parts. Obviously I didn't want them because I've got quite big hands, to be perfectly honest. I was looking at online for these. They range between £20 and £30, which is about $20 to $40, to be honest. But this one actually has an audio jack as well, so I no longer I should have got this fucking done as well, shouldn't I? So now I no longer need my adapter. I've used this since my first Xbox One microphone, which is a Turtle Beach, which I do highly recommend, despite the fact that some people moan about it. Fuck it, I don't care. It's a good microphone on my side. But yeah, that's basically a mini rundown of my equipment, to be honest. Now, what do I actually think about this controller other than the paddles or the buttons? Now, when I first tried it out, I noticed that they were significantly different in weight. The Xbox One controller definitely feels thicker and it feels heavier. When I picked this up, it was like, it's like, I know this one is all plastic, but it just feels like there's more in this one. It just feels heavier. This one's really light, despite the fact you think like there'd be extra wires and stuff inside for the programming of these buttons. So you'd think, you know, this one would be heavier, but it's really not. It's actually quite light. And I gotta admit, one con that I do think is that when you look at the Xbox One controller, you can see that there is a ridge right here, and then it goes up into like a bend in order to go into the bumpers, right? From the centerpiece, it goes up a bit, and then it goes to the bumpers. With this one, it's essentially a straight line. There's a little bit of a dent where it dips in a little bit. So literally, when you're in the moment, you're tunnel visioning on that screen, and you try and do that. You're not clicking anything and you're going to die. You literally have to keep your fingers on there at all times. There's no repositioning once you've got your fingers on there. Otherwise, you're going to die. Because, like, if I were to hold it there, I'd think, hey, I'm on the bumpers. Why are they not working? And then I'm like, So, yeah. I just recommend that, like, you do a bit of research before this. I got mine at Argos. Now, I don't know if they have these in America or Canada. Or anywhere else, to be honest. I don't know whether it's just a British company, to be honest. It might even just be an English company, let alone British. Or British, is my NG brethren like to refer to it as. Now on this, I do have, I don't know what I don't know what you call them. Precision assisters? I don't know. So basically what they are essentially is little things you put onto the controller. They're essentially control freaks, just. Now, what you do is you basically just put them onto the edge of your controller. They're literally control freaks. You just slot them on around the thumbstick. Pretty easy. There's literally, you don't have to disassemble at all. You literally just pop off like that. Little hole in there, little indent. That's what she said. Then you literally just slot it right on, and then you can see yourself. Like it goes from being there to being there. It definitely feels more significant because now I don't have to like press my thumb as like far down, and I don't get cramp as much as I used to in my thumb, like, because obviously you're basically having to hold it like that. So now you have to hold it like that, so it's a lot more neutral position. I definitely recommend them. I definitely recommend these. 100% I'd recommend POWERA controllers, the normal size, not the mini. Now the talking part is over. There might be a bit of gameplay left. I have no idea, but whatever. If you guys did enjoy the video, please make sure to hit that like button down below, comment down below what you guys would like to see next, and just subscribe if you'd like to see more content, more pub smashing, and just all round fun times. Thank you guys for watching. NG Fenris out.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my